Hey guys, this is Todd Habercorn, and you're listening to the Fairy Tale Podcast.
Once again, guys, you are checking out the Fairy Tale Podcast. We really appreciate y'all checking it out. This is actually really, really special. We're going outside the guild to talk about all things anime. It's going to get crazy because none of us are sober. Elfman's busy cooking, finally in the kitchen doing what he loves.
He's where he belongs.
Okay, I didn't say that he belongs there. I said that's the place that he loves to be, with the good smelling food and the tasty treats.
If you could smell it, it would be too rude.
Alright, so obviously you can hear that we've got a bunch of people here. First and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and do a shout out for our old show, which just recently ended. We've got Kakazu here from Konoha Corner. Everybody remember Konoha?
Woo! Yo, what's up, everybody?
So we're gonna go ahead and do the roll call, and as you guys can obviously hear, Natsu is here. I'm present. I've got the fire raging in my belly, and that's mostly because Happy made me drink alcohol. And also, for some weird reason, we kissed in the manga. I don't know what that's about. But,
oh baby,
But speaking of how to deal with fire, we've got somebody with some armor here who can stop any kind of flames. Urza's here.
Hey everybody, it's Urza, and I've got a drink in my hand, and what that means is going to be some beatdowns on Natsu later.
No, and I'm so glad I don't have any cold shivers, because that means we'd lose our next host. Because if any time there's a chill in the air, she goes running right towards it. It's Juvia!
Oh my gosh. It's okay, I got gray on my cup right now, so I'm just drinking this
but the good thing is, when she goes into a big love dove fest, she imagines all sorts of things and ships the people that we ship. Of course, one of them happens to be two of our characters, but mainly we know her as Carla, but she also happens to be Levy, so that leads into my segue. Hi, Levy.
Hello.
And hi, Carla.
Jackal.
Oh yeah, good times. And so, bringing things back over to a darker tent real quick, and talking about shipping on this. Since we've got Urza, it's just not right to not have her counterpart Jalal here with us.
My baby.
Oh, baby. Say hello to everybody, Jalal.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Jalal.
Or Jello. Or.
And last but absolutely not least is our last ship of the evening. You've already heard that we've got Carla, and where would Carla be without her adorable, loving, and always fish-giving Happy?
Hi!
Say hi to everybody, Happy!
Hello, everybody!
Oh.
And that's it. We've got a lot of the crew from the Fairy Tale Podcast kind of gathered here at our house. And there's a lot going on, but we're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
As you heard, Elfman is currently in the kitchen. He's unable to give himself an introduction.
But it's okay. We've all kissed the cook.
What's on
We
my
have
fingers?
all kissed the cook.
Yeah.
Happy, stop touching the fish.
Not the kind of fish we were going for. But yeah, but we've got 7 members of the Fairy Tale Podcast crew, and we're heavy. 1 extra guest from Konoha Corner, which makes this. You guys are outnumbered.
Oh my goodness.
We're not outnumbered, but we're out.
7.
7-3. 7?
I thought you were saying in one room.
I know how to count.
No, man.
How could you forget the math?
Yeah.
All right, and we really appreciate you guys checking us out.
You can't come in.
Anyway,
Say hi.
guys, let me finish the intro. Let me finish the intro.
Okay, go.
Okay. And of course, we can't just say that this is a fairy tale thing. We're also working with another amazing podcast group, the guys over at Shrine Time Entertainment. Take it away, guys.
Yo, it's hey, it's Saturday night, and once again, it's time for Otaku to party! So get your drinks, your favorite drinks, your anime, and set this party off right till you hiccup. Then pass out in the heat and pure awesome, nerd awesomeness, which reminds me, yo, D, pass that Convassier. Hey, it's Shrine Time Entertainment Podcast, where we always say, the nerd is the word. This is your boy, Charles, aka Money Senpai, all day, every day, your money-making, hard-hitting, anime-fueled founding host. Which, by the way, give me that drink, by the way. With me are my favorite people.
No. Hands off my boobs.
No, hey, behave. With me are my favorite people when it comes to all things anime, video games, manga, movies, TV, whatever. Nerds, we got it. First up is our intellectual, one-minded, no gaming, wolf otaku, and rough cake legend, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Darrell, aka Ukami Kechi-sama. Say what's up, Ukami.
Don't think, drink.
Drink. Here's to ya.
I follow that up, sir.
Woo! Party, buddy. Next up is our lovely kitty cat, crazy Hellcat Otaku, who could be ever so lovely. But when someone messes with her drinks, the claws come out real. Melissa, aka Neko Chen. Say what's up, Neko.
Hey, everybody, what's up?
Oh, Neko, baby, don't say I'm feeling freakish.
My brother's better be behaving over here.
Not tonight.
We all wired.
I will get the claws out.
Wired, baby. Gotta be the drink, you know what I'm saying? I just can't stop myself. I gotta drink. Alright, tonight is another Shrine Time first. All drinks and anime on deck, cause it's time for the first ever Shrine Time Entertainment Fairy Tale Podcast drinking game. And of course, we gotta do with the Richie, ready for it?
Yep.
The ultimate debate ever! Oh!
That's right, guys. We've got an excellent show for you guys tonight. One of the coolest things, we've hooked up with the Shrine Time Entertainment Podcast, and we're going to do the ultimate debate-off. We've got them competing. Well, I think we're going to end up arguing with each other more than we're going to argue with the other guys.
We are going to argue with each other. Then we're going to argue with
we say it's podcast versus podcast, but really it's just going to be a giant fairy tale is
fighting, which is
because everybody here seems to think they're a master debater. Oh no!
I am such a master debater.
So
I'm not touching that one.
The ultimate battle of what is the best shonen or shoujo series of all time. Post in the comments below. Let us know what you guys actually think is the best. And if you agree with our choices, their choices, we want to know. So leave your votes as to who you think won this after you're done listening. Is it Fairy Tale Podcast or is it Shrine Time Entertainment?
I think it's going to be Fairy Tale Podcast.
It's going to be Shrine, baby. The nerd's the word. I want to start it off real quick with our strongest debaters right now. And I picked my boy Darrell because, let's be honest, really. There's nobody in the world that can argue him down when it comes to Shonen or Shoujo.
You go ahead, and based on your argument, Daryl, I'll pick somebody to counter argue.
It's the real.
We're all smartasses, so be prepared.
Congratulations. I feel bad. I was just catching up my debate team, but basically what I'm looking at is like one of the strongest shonen that I have seen like in years is basically out of the big three. You have Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. So since I'm a lead-off man and I love Chambara so much, I have to go with Bleach, man. Most people don't get it, but it's basically samurai, soul reapers, spiritual power. You got these different swords, there's got different abilities, and Bunkai's their own abilities and personalities. So, and you got this one little guy, Ichigo, who just can see into the spiritual world and runs to Tarukia one day. And eventually he gets attacked by a Hollow and ends up becoming a soul reaper himself and start having so many damn adventures that it's just beyond fucking amazing to me. So I'm just loving Bleach every second of the way. And as it has progressed over the years and getting further into the manga, my bad. Sorry. A little bit drunk there myself.
No, you're good. They're up here having a huddle right now.
Yeah, they huddling up right now. Don't worry, get ready to count it at some point.
They're going to get used to it, man. From my end, it's definitely Bleach, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact is, I can't sit up here and have these Amazing Adventures, but not be so Dragon Ball Z tight and be so amazing and whatnot. I know that, you know what I'm saying, we're up here saying one-on-one, but let's be honest, really. I mean, how many times have you had a samurai anime to be this amazing as Bleach? So,
like the last samurai anime I could say that was probably on par with Bleach was probably, I don't know if you youngest know it or not, but it was Ronin Warriors for me. That was kind of like one of the ones that started me in on, like, you know, Chambara anime in the first place.
Alright, let's see what the Fairy Tale podcast have in store. Are you guys ready? Let's see, they're still chatting. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time, guys. Take your time.
Y'all good? Alright, Jalal's gonna start up for us. Go ahead.
Alright, so I can definitely tell there's a lot of love there for Bleach, but I'm probably gonna have to shoot that down, being that it's kind of on the piggyback of a series that was way before it, called Dragon Ball Z.
What?
I'm sorry, man. I gotta violate them right there, man.
Penalty on the flag!
You saying Bleach has the best samurai series? Well, 2 words, Roni Kenshin. Live action movie. Two of them. Where's the...
Alright, well see, here's the thing though. Let's be honest, really. Let's be honest, where did it all come from Roni Kenshin? 7 Samurai. Come on now. Let's be honest, really. Let's just be honest.
Hold on. Okay, I can do you one better than that. I can do a leap, step, jump straight to Rurouni Kenshin to prove that Rurouni Kenshin is better.
Okay.
Currently, Bleach is getting its ass kicked by One Piece. Oda Sensei apprenticed under Watanuki, so he actually was writing and drawing for Rurouni Kenshin. Proof positive, Rurouni Kenshin already better.
No.
Do not look at the ratings and see where One Piece and Bleach are.
Let's face it, the top 3 anime are still just trying to bite off of Dragon Ball's leftovers. They're still.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah.
But 2 of
is probably will be ranked.
That's over. They're almost like at 2 million a week.
Well, Bleach was dying before Naruto.
That's true. Well, hey, to this date, Naruto hasn't had its anime pulled.
Exactly. You know what? There's also an anime that a lot of people don't know about called Samurai Deeper Kyo, which I actually got into before Rurouni Kenshin. And so if you want to talk about samurai anime or manga,
you shut down your just argument.
Back into Samurai Deeper Kyo.
Peacekeeper.
You just shut. Hey, she just shut down your own word right there. She just shut it down. I will say this.
Next argument, because you know what? I think we really won that one.
No. See, there was no winning right now. That's just even. That's even right
easy.
there.
Anybody can pull up DBZ and make all kinds of references.
That's
just too easy. Everybody likes DBZ. I kind of got off it because too many fanboys were trolling me about it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys...
And they learned the hard way about trolling me about that.
Yeah, that's too much. I mean, come on, let's be honest, real. And besides, those DBZ tars on Twitter is kind of, lukewarm.
Also, I just want to point out, shows like Inuyasha, where it's borderline Shonen and Shoujo, those don't count. The ones that fall through the cracks like that, I don't think they should technically count, because you still can't distinguish whether or not it's truly a shoujo or a shonen series, because it's like both at the same time.
Chrono Crusade,
No.
Well, Inuyasha leaned more towards the girls in the first place. So, yeah, they had a lot of big, it's pretty much a bigger female following than male.
Just because it has its moments of both, but there's just as many male fans of Inuyasha as there are female fans.
There really are.
Yeah, but it just but they're like, their ratio of fan fans.
We kind of pulled up the analytics with Tsunami, and it was basically geared more towards female viewers, though.
Yeah. The ratio is just 5 to 1.
We
about 2 to 1 on that.
Female viewers watching it female.
Thing that you want to base anything
off
of.
Our statistics actually come from conventions and real people and not from machines that Adult Swim is hoping are true.
Because when females are probably more geared towards taking quizzes or anything online like that than males.
Wait, case in point.
So you can't say that it's just like a female versus male thing doing that.
Yeah, case in point. Hold on. Case in point on the stereotyping issue for the Fairy Tale podcast, which is Fairy Tale is absolutely shonen.
absolutely
we have more
shonen.
girls on the podcast than we do guys because they're more into it. And I'm like, really? Considering all the blatant fan service, girls still love this show.
I love the fan service. What the fuck?
Oh,
you
God,
talking
we
about?
love
I love, thank you. At least that's one thing we agree on in this podcast.
What I'm saying is, you can't really judge too quickly what the fan base is really going to be like. Yeah.
But basically, you're kind of doing the same. But the thing is, you're doing the same thing basically by just saying that you guys are getting your analytical data from conventions and whatnot. You're kind of doing the same thing, but in a different way.
Reality.
We're getting it from reality. Our friends.
We're really pulling it from ratings, though. That's the whole thing.
You're taking it from survey. Yeah, but you're doing it surveys. Personal surveys.
Numbers, though.
That's still the same thing.
People that she's fucked.
Anyway,
we literally pull the numbers.
Anyway, who's your next debater?
My next debater is pretty much me. See, we want to try to go this far. Let's have the founders fight in the second round. So whatever. So let's start whatever. At this time, let's have you.
Money Senpai, hold on.
Money Senpai, put on your big boy pants if you're expecting this kind of a fight.
Oh, really? Come on then. Come on with it.
You better pick something good.
Okay, let's try something easy for you. Let's try Shoujo. Let's try something that we both enjoy. Well, maybe you do, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Let's try Sailor Moon. That's my first anime. I started off with that. There are plus and minuses about Sailor Moon. I mean, for me, basically, five teenagers that can turn it into amazing magical girls and just start a phenomenon with magical girls and the fact is it's amazing that, you get that magical, hostility to them. And then what's worse about it, and then, for me, let me just speak as an anime fan, basically. Being a anime fan, basically, dealing with, magical girls, I never had that feeling of, magical girls. But with Sailor Moon, it was amazing, and you have this fan base of targeting with girls, and have this target with men possible. It's amazing though.
The magical girl era was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it got it was kind of like one of the first intros to some people getting into anime. Some people got into it beforehand, but I would say probably Sailor Moon is what kind of pulled a couple of more people into that culture, considering. Because the magical girl, like, I'm serious, there was like a serious magical girl explosion. And, I hate to say it, I did have guys at school saying Moon Prism Power.
Oh, God.
And I looked at them kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Everybody got their favorite, though. I mean, let's be honest. Sailor Mars is my favorite, above all else. And basically, it's one of those times where, like, in anime that was just booming, and 90s was the best time for Sailor Moon to blow up and magical girls to come out. So, speaking from my experience, I say Sailor Moon's number one. But let's see what the founder says, Fairy Tale Podcast says.
Well, I mean, it is technically the first anime that I watched as an anime, and while I definitely have to respect a classic, I do not think it the best shoujo series of all time.
Oh, really?
Not even close. First and foremost, we're going to show you volume 23 of the manga that I think is actually the best shoujo. And here's the funny part. Right beside it, it says number one shoujo manga in America of all time. Now, I know it's probably even bigger in Japan. But yeah, Fruits Basket kicked Sailor Moon's ass as far as... I mean, dude, look!
I am not a Fruit Basket fan.
No! And that's kind of and to be honest...
And Kyo, that's all I'm saying. Alright, look.
That's kind of a stretch.
Here's the thing. As far as story goes, the character development, the emotional interaction between the characters, just the overall plot moved a lot more forward. And let's face it, the magical girl plot point in Sailor Moon was basically the big reason why guys tuned in. You saw a girl that was almost completely naked, and you were like, "Oh my god, I'm interested." Because let's face it, that was what happened with me in the 90s.
Not really true.
I was going through puberty.
No, not
got
true.
My attention.
Not true. Hold on. Hang on. Let me just cut down the counterpoint.
I didn't interrupt you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Guys, let Natsu
Don't hate.
Natsu say his piece.
Yeah, don't hate because I just suddenly spoke the truth that you didn't want to admit.
Oh no, it's no truth at all. But I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Dude, that's all nigga
I'm gonna let you finish. All right.
If you're talking about transforming girls, I think Megama wins over Sailor Moon.
Oh no! If you want to talk about transforming characters, I think Fruits Basket wins just in the simple case that you have both transforming men and women, and everybody was actually naked.
When they see human, they're back to fucking naked. Like, let's be honest.
And only in
naked
the-
as the day they were fucking born.
It might as well be.
Had smoke
I was
clouds.
fucking born.
It was pretty much hentai in its best rating. So I mean that kind of was a good point right there.
No sex. No sex.
It made no sex, but it was sex, but it had its naked moments.
When you've got Kitty over there nodding her head, shaking her head at your responses, I know I'm in the winning bracket.
No,
I got people on my side. Pops girl. I got people on my side. Yeah.
You can
Fruits
relate.
Basket. There have been.
Is hentai.
No, hold on, wait. Hold on. See, we up here talking.
Hold on, guys. I seriously say that there are very, very, very few shoujo series that can actually top Fruits Basket in terms of quality, character development, emotional attachment to these characters. Because this is a series that I can pick up years later that will still bring me to tears. Like, it is still that freaking difficult. And I mean, I've compared the anime for Sailor Moon to the manga of Sailor Moon, and there's a lot of different discrepancies. Fruits Basket, the anime, doesn't even really move away from the storyline of the manga until almost the tail end. There's a couple episodes out of sync with the timeline, but for the most part, it still follows the overall manga very, very well. And they're not shouting, and even though it's getting another anime series, nobody was really shouting for another Sailor Moon series. There are people demanding that they do the full Fruits Basket series in its entirety, all 23 volumes. And just to point out the difference, the anime for Fruits Basket only goes up to volume 6. There are 23 volumes. It is that intense and emotional. And people who have read the manga know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets, like, if you think the end of the anime was dark, oh my god, get further. Find out the real secrets of Soma House and the darkness beneath it. This is one of those series that just, I have yet to find its equal.
Mind-blowing.
Yet to find its equal.
Never liked it, but I would rather look at Flowers of Evil again.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry, I was a Fruit Basket fan. No, I'm just sorry. I just couldn't get into it. Flowers of Evil was a whole better one, though.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Now,
then
Flowers of Evil just shows you just how deep and how screwed up the human soul can be.
Oh, if you want to go to that point, why don't we bring up Nana? Where you have
I did like, though.
girls from two different, completely different lifestyles. You've got Nana Osaki, who's grown up as an orphan. Her mother abandoned her. So she's grown up as an orphan. She loves to sing, but she completely casts herself off from, having any friends or anything like that because she doesn't think anyone can relate to her. And then you've got Nana Kei, who has grown up with a completely loving family. All she cares about is finding a boyfriend and things like that. And you pit the two of them together. Okay, and you don't get their complete backstory until you get completely through the anime. And that's what keeps your focus on wanting to finish that anime. Because the mangaka never actually finished the manga. Now, if you watch the anime, they tease you at the beginning and at the end. They always bring up something, like you know that it's in the future when they're reminiscing on their past. And they're always talking about that. And you keep your complete focus on that anime until you're done. Now, I'm actually currently rewatching this anime right now. And let me tell you, that anime pulls at my heartstrings. I am a girl, and that anime pulls at my heartstrings through and through because it really just delves into the struggles. Like,
You're not just any girl,
up.
you're Erza.
I am Urza, okay? I don't usually have those kind of emotions, but when I watch Nana, those emotions come out.
See?
I just need to say real quick that if we're going towards the darkness, y'all don't even want to start fucking with me because Orphan trumps everything.
What?
Orphan is the darkest. Orphan is the darkest freaking manga. I mean, oh my god, the amount of rape and slavery and shit that goes on in there, it's just horrible. So let's not go down the darkness. Let's keep this show a little lighter.
Okay.
Next one.
Yay!
There we go.
Oh my god! I knew somebody was gonna say it at one point.
I'll take one.
Somebody was gonna say Clannad.
No, I just knew somebody was gonna say it during the show. Is anybody even gonna try and debate against Clannad?
No one can debate against Clan.
No one.
I mean, I think we will take a pass on that. We all agree on
You
that.
take a pass. Okay, we all agree on Clannad. Okay.
Pass.
Did you guys hear Elfman?
I heard ya.
Yes. Oh my god. Alright.
Next, go.
Happy, you're next.
Me?
On, whichever one they do, you debate back.
Let's see. Considering the fact I'll be doing this, I'll be representing. I'll leave this up to my sis to do this. Mel, which one do you think? Which anime do you think I should debate on them?
Oh, did we lose Mel?
Mel? Mel, did we lose you? Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Alright. What do you think? What do you say, Darrell? Because it looks like they're having no huddle. We might as well have one too.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think now, man. Oh, shit. It's been a minute.
Okay, well, let me see. See, we pretty much did the main choices. Let's do...
Let's see. What else is it? There's so much shit out there, man. And I'm thinking right now. Sorry.
So
Magic Elixir time. This will probably get me there.
Yeah. I would say for me, let's do something a little more in the way of dangerous. Let's try something that they know is not expected. Let's try underworld type anime. I would say like criminal underworld type anime. Let's try.
Hey, you might as well talk about Black Lagoon then.
Oh yeah, Black Lagoon. I mean, who doesn't know Revy Two Hands? I mean, this anime.
Hold on. Like, are we talking like? I don't know. We don't really know much of the the dark underworld manga.
Like what?
Like Black Lagoon. I mean, is Black Cat considered one?
Black Lagoon is awesome, actually.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Man, looks like we won that conversation right now. Right off the bat.
Like, you've got to be very specific on that. You can't go anywhere towards the midway section where you can kind of merge the shonen and shoujo together. Like Bleach, that's very shonen. Fairy Tail, that's very shonen. Nana, that's very shoujo. Fruits Basket,
Black Lagoon.
I don't know.
Nobody here really knows.
Nobody really knows anything about Black Lagoon, so.
I know about Black Lagoon, and
oh my god,
it's more towards.
What about Kuroshitsuji? Like Kuroshitsuji, a Black Butler. Like, I mean, that's really all we know.
That is also in the midpoint.
Black Lagoon, he said, is nothing but guns and boots.
What are you doing with your wiener?
I'm not doing anything with my wiener yet.
Yeah, see? I think we won on that argument. All right, we'll keep it real, shoujo. Let's go back to the shoujo point. Let's try Aura High School Host Club. That's pretty much shoujo right now. I mean, let's see, a high school host club dealing with, guys going in with dressing up and pleasing the ladies. You know what I'm saying, just for hours at a time, and this girl that dresses up like a guy, which is hard to run away, and kind of takes breath away of one guy named Tamaki, who pretty much is in love with him, but that whole thing comes out in the end. But I mean, come on! I mean, this is a great anime. I didn't expect to fall in love with it, but apparently, but also, Joe, I kind of take sometimes offense to it. But other than Vampire Knight, I would definitely say Aura High School Host Club gets me up the edge of the seat. If you want to talk about that when it comes to volumes. We can go straight hardcore with this manga shit. What do you think? What do you guys over there at FTP have for that? I want to hear this. I'm just waiting for.
I can't.
Okay, are we going for like school or are we going for harem here? Which one are we looking for here?
School.
School?
Yeah.
School. Say I love you. Fucking say I love you.
Okay.
Have you read the series? Have you seen the
Yes.
series? Like,
Beautiful.
Read and seen.
I read.
No, I think the dub is fucking horrible though.
bring me the DVD. Say I Love You is one of the sweetest series I've ever watched.
Made me cry.
Isn't it about like a girl that,
May is pretty much like detached, from everybody.
well, yeah.
She
Well,
doesn't
it
have
starts
any
out with
friends.
a girl that is, doesn't stay in the series at all. And then like the most popular man in the fucking school. Everyone loves him, falls in love with this girl out of nowhere. He's just like, oh, she's alone on her own. Why don't we go talk to her? Because she's kind of cute, but I don't know. I've never met her, so why don't we talk to her? Because I want to be nice and be friends with everyone. And with like Ouran High School Host Club, she fucking breaks a damn vase.
She's like, okay, bye.
Oops, I'm sorry. She doesn't want to be there in any way, shape, or form. But with Say I Love You, she just
feels.
She's like, I want to be a part of this school. I want to be.
She wants to coughing.
See? Hey, take your time now.
Part of the in crowd. I want to be friends with everyone, but I don't know how to do it. She's that awkward girl that everyone relates to.
And she starts out kind of emo.
The most popular guy comes in out of nowhere, and just sweeps her off her feet. And she's like, I don't know how to work with this shit. Right? Yes. She's like, I don't know how to work with this. How am I supposed to, respond?
When it comes to Ouran High School Host Club, like, Tamaki doesn't immediately go after her. He's just like, meh. But, like, the main character in Say I Love You is just like, no, I love her already. I'm going to chase her down.
He has no morals to himself at all.
He doesn't Tamaki doesn't understand his feelings at all. He's like, oh, look at this cute little girl. I'm gonna be daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna be daddy. I'm not daddy. No, fuck that shit. We don't want daddy issues. What we want is real, true, heart-crushing romance. That's like, what is going on? I am in love with this guy. He's the most popular guy in school. How am I supposed to respond to this? I don't understand what's going on. I don't. I don't understand how to react. Like, I know everyone out there has had that one person that they've had like crush on them or whatever, and they had no idea how to respond. Like,
she does have a point. I ain't gonna lie to that. She has a point.
Everyone's got that person that's like, I don't know how to respond to this crush. Whether or not it turned out good or bad is a different story. But you all have that person that's like, he's a total cutie. Or she's a total gorgeous woman. How did I get this one? How did this happen? If you haven't had it yet, you're gonna have it soon. Eventually.
Yeah.
I have asked myself that on several occasions because I have dated models and everything else in between.
Exactly. It's like, how did this happen? And then she's clinging on to this. She's like,
okay.
How do I keep hold of this? I'm trying my damnedest, but I have never been in this situation before. Like with Ouran High School Host Club, I love Ouran High School. It is amazing.
Yeah, we all love it.
We all love it. But let's be honest, that is not about the romance. That is more about, the adorable little girl who's
and it's
stuck
about
in this
harem.
It's a reverse harem.
I love it.
It's kind of like she's more of a charity case in Ouran High Host Club.
But with school girl, you cannot beat Say I Love You. If you've not checked out Say I Love You, do it now. Do it now.
I have. I own it. I hate the dub because it's just like it's so completely different than what I heard in the sub. It ain't a weeaboo moment. It's just like some of the I would say some of the dialogue doesn't fit with what I saw when I actually listened to the sub though.
But you know for a fact it's so much better than Ouran when it comes
I wouldn't.
I have to give it points there. It's better than Ouran.
See? we've got Mr. Darrell over here with us. Like, how are you gonna fight that? We've got Alice here.
Man, pretty much because pretty much. Let me just say this.
I would say like the way you look at this with Oran and Say I Love You. Oran is pretty much something that's kind of like on the superficial side, but when you look at Say I Love You, it's more of a realistic view of how high school life is in a young person's life, because we have all been there at some point, and not to mention that you run into unrequited love, or somebody wants to be with you knowing that you have someone, but they still try their damnedest to break it up or cause problems within that relationship.
Yeah,
I know we can all relate to that.
All right, well, I relate to it a lot in high school. Yeah. So I agree with you. Don't say I also agree with hangovers, jerking off and jerk offs and being laid off in the road. What's that point? What's that tell you? Like for me, I just the fact is that whole thing with realty and stuff like that really doesn't interest me as much. Sorry. No offense to anybody, but I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest, really. I mean, when you're talking about like real life, high school stuff, like love life and stuff like that, that doesn't interest some people. When you're talking about reverse, this may be a reverse harem, but at the same time, it's a fun one at that. And they agree. They also agree themselves that OR pretty much is a winner. So for me to just say that, say anything different, that just defeats the purpose. So for me, I would just say this whole thing is even.
I don't agree. I mean, because
I feel like it's in two different categories. Like, I mean, it might be the same genre, but you have one that has more men, and then one girl, and then you have one girl, one boy. Like, you have completely different stories. It's something you really can't compare to realistically. You can compare it as two different, types, same genre, but two different types.
Then, I mean, okay, so if Say I Love You and Oran doesn't work, then what about,
if you picked another, reverse harem, I could totally, bring back. But it's I just feel like these are two beautiful anime, and I feel like they have their own perks in their
What about just a different type of harem? What about, vampire plus Rosario? Or Rosario plus vampire. Sorry, I've said it backwards, but...
That was my favorite, so yeah.
Rosario plus vampire with, all those chicks. I'm sorry, I'm straight as a fucking board, and I love that series more than anything. More than anything. I got my current boyfriend into that series by watching it. I'm like, I want to cosplay every single character out of this series because I can relate to every single
Can you cosplay as Curl?
No man can relate to every character in Oran High School. No man. You don't have a twin
you
deeply are in love with, nor do you have a honey senpai who is just I'm kawaii and I love bears and
but you love it though, don't you? But he kind of is cute to you guys. I know it.
He's cute and shit, but
as girls,
we love him because we're
real.
For real. The only real man in that fucking series, Yo-Yo, that's not. Yo-Yo's the only one that, trues.
I'm just gonna play taps for that one because it's dead.
Let's face it.
I mean, with Rosario plus vampire, every girl wants to be, feels like Mocha at sometimes, inner Mocha at sometimes, and at other times they feel outer Mocha. And then sometimes they feel like the succubus, and then sometimes they feel like, the witch, and then sometimes they feel like, the other witch, and I mean, let's be honest.
So the point is, there's a shit ton of relatable characters.
Yeah, pretty much.
With Rosario plus vampire.
We're females, not males. There's a difference.
Let's be honest, with Rosario plus vampire, every single one of those girls knows damn well where they stand with a guy. Every one of them knows Mocha's basically won him. But with Oran, the only one that really, none of them know how they're doing with,
Alright, tag out.
How do we?
Let Carla do some Rosario Vampire here.
What is the series that they're
Oran. Against Goron. Yeah.
No,
Well,
it's
it's too-
Say I
it's
Love
too
You versus but she's being most like a vampire, which is Shonen, not Shoujo.
Is it?
It's Shonen.
Yeah.
It's
Real?
Shonen.
Thank you.
So basically, you're trying to. Okay, so your whole argument right there.
Yeah.
Was
Well, I was
completely-
looking for a harem. We looked for 2 harems.
Oh, so
That's the only one I could think
harem
of.
versus harem.
Yeah.
Harem versus
Oh,
harem.
well, in that case,
I mean,
does it
Why
count?
the hell y'all just didn't talk about Tenchi, man? Because Tenchi's
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Tenchi Muyo is probably one of the biggest heroes where it's a flip flop because he can be with anybody.
All right, hold on. One at a time, people. All right.
Hold on. When you're gonna talk about Tenchi, I'm gonna break you down like this.
Oh.
I'm gonna be Tenchi with Tenchi.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, okay.
Let's be honest.
It's as simple as this.
I want to hear this.
In the original Tenchi Muyo, guy has like 8 girls after him, right?
Yeah.
And then in GXP, guy has 10 girls after him. Well, if you haven't checked it out, you need to check out Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar.
We have already. Thank you.
Tenchi's half brother. Everybody
Already.
Yes,
Bam.
exactly. Everybody on that whole planet is in love with Kenshi.
Girls Bravo.
Oh my god.
Girls, bro. What? What? Hold on a second. Wait. Get her back in the room. Get her back in the room. Hold up now. Get her back in the room, right?
Her boob knocked off the camera.
It was my boob.
Happy.
Boob
Happy,
knockout.
you have to come back and fix it.
My boob. I'm sorry, guys.
You and your Tsunade chest, woman.
Wow.
Seriously.
Girls,
Okay,
Bravo?
she
Really?
has- Alright.
Really?
Alright. Who's got the biggest booty in anime? Let's face it.
In anime?
Yeah, like the dat booty in anime. Like, I guess the best literal way. I think the reason we call her Juvia is because literally she has the body of Juvia. And if you haven't seen the Fairy Tale Special 413 Days, you need to check it out. It's a completely goofy chapter. You can watch it you can read it on the Crunchyroll Simulpub. That's right. We're not sponsored by them, but we will shout out because we support the official releases. But jump on Crunchyroll, click on manga, go down to the Simulpub, click on Fairy Tale Matsuri, click on 413 Days, and just see the shower scene with Juvia. That's what our Juvia has stacked like. I'm just saying.
You really want to go there with booty. You really want to go.
She's got them boobies. She's got that ass.
No, we're going to have to shut you down right
that
here.
booty.
Noel, what do you think, bro? Cause he said Juvia for Fairy Tale. And I really don't.
No, that's what she looks like. Our Juvia looks like Juvia.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's the reason she's Juvia. Is, not only because she loves her favorite character in Fairy Tale is Gray, but she has the body of Juvia. It's not fucking fair.
Wait, I have the body of Juvia?
Yeah.
I do. You guys want to see it?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
No.
There's part of it.
Put it down. Put it down. Think about it.
You're not allowed to do the shower scenes.
Fine, I'll just show you in my shirts.
I'm already picturing you out of those clothes, to be honest.
And it also doesn't help, guys, that she's a belly dancer, so like all of those movements that she has, it's just not fair.
I will let y'all win that
one.
one.
Sound like a pedophile or anything, man, but like if you go to Sword on the Line, man, we have to look at Asuna, man, and basically everybody always say the Asuna.
Are we doing
that ass, dude?
Alright, he said Asuna. So I think you two are in agreement.
You're in agreement with me, Asuna, yeah.
That ass, dude. I'm sorry.
That ass.
That's pretty much it.
But if you really want to go again, like, you can always talk about, you can talk about Ryoko from Kill la Kill, man.
Yoko from what?
No, Ryoko from Kill la Kill.
No, I still say, I don't know, I kind of like the animation for Sword Art a hell of a lot better than Kill la Kill.
Seriously, the thing is with the animation style with, Kill la Kill, it goes back to like Gurren Lagann, that style. It's going back to like that, like
it's the better body.
I say around the 80s, 90s style.
And what y'all think about season 2? Season 2 of Sword Art coming up.
Yes, it is.
God.
Oh, looking forward to that.
Be a whole lot better story wise. Because basically, when I look at
you were going to talk about a harem anime. Yeah, we can totally go there.
Why did I not think of that one?
High School of the Dead, total harem anime. I had to describe to my parents High School of the Dead.
I'll give you that.
Hold on.
I'll
This
give
is
you that
a
one.
discussion. I had to describe High School of the Dead to my parents. I said, okay, here's the basic gist. It's porn,
Yes.
but instead of sex, you kill zombies.
He said
It's
yes.
kind of like The Walking Dead or anime.
Yes, it is.
It really is. It's like the Walking Dead porno anime. Yeah, exactly.
Can I say, man? Hey, I had to buy both High School of Dead and
Yeah, she cosplays Ray.
Miyamoto.
Let's have our man Neko-chan pick a topic for us in the debate. If you're good for it, man.
Damn.
We gotta wrap this up soon, so we'll have this be the last debate because we gotta go eat.
Last round.
Y'all gotta go eat. I gotta.
We got a schedule, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good, bro?
We good, dude. Cause I got stuff to do too.
Yeah.
Let's do something more controversial but fun. Let's do yaoi.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. In that case,
Let's do yaoi
Okay.
or yuri. One of those.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I have seen yaoi, and I am not ashamed to say it, man, because it actually had a good plot to it and a good storyline. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw it on Crunchyroll, and it was actually worth the watch.
could you describe it? Can you describe it a little bit?
I know the guy was doing some editing work with a book book company, but I can't remember the name of it right now.
It has to be officially classified as yaoi.
Oh, it was yaoi, trust me.
No, I'm.
Well, there's a hardcore yaoi. There's your normal soft, shoujo.
I mean, does Black Butler count as yaoi? Because literally,
I would say Black Butler is kind of like It's kind of like borderline.
as fuck. And then there's Loveless. So
I want to say a particular anime. I don't know if it's yaoi based, but let's try that. I would say those two guys are main guys in Mirage of Blaze. What do you guys think? I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm thinking outside the box.
you asshole! Okay, wait. I'm sorry.
Repeat that.
Repeat that. Richie Natsu just made out with my boyfriend.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
The sweetest thing you could ever do.
Hey, continue. What was?
Oh, but anyway, I would say that the two main characters in Mirage of Blaze would be yeah. Mirage of Blaze is pretty much like an action anime, but it's also has yaoi moments in it.
I've never heard of that series.
I would say just check it out for yourself. Maybe you are a fan of it, maybe you're not, but I would say right now, I can't remember the names, but I will say this: their affections for each other kind of came up later on in the show. But I will say they had their yaoi moments here and there, and I will say the voice. I would say Dan Green does a good job. I knew I heard his voice in there.
I will say this series that a lot of people don't think of as a yaoi, but at the same time I do, because there's nothing but guys in it. Sayuki. Have you ever seen or read
Sayuki and Sayuki Reloaded? Oh!
Sayuki is one of the biggest, straight, nothing but male characters series I know. And let's be honest, there's some fucking yaoi in that shit. Goku and not Sanji, what's his name?
Sanzu.
I don't remember. I haven't read it in forever. Sanzo, yeah. Sanzu and Goku, let's be honest, those two were getting some on there, really. And then Gojo and Akai, dudes literally fucking live together. Let's be honest, guys. Those two, one is a major player, the Owen.
He's basically,
sorry,
he's pretty much he's pretty much like that guy, man, yeah, I know I can pull anybody I want to, but I'm just gonna play this little role right now.
Playboy style.
He's the biggest fucking seme ever.
He's a pimp. He just don't even know it, though. He just pulling that good pussy. Oh, what damn dick.
We're gonna talk some yaoi series, those are my top three right there, is, Sayuki, Black Butler, then Loveless. I mean, Loveless was a 100% straight yaoi. But, let me tell you something. Black Butler is one of the better, what? Oh my god, fucking Gravitation!
Oh my god, we all here agreeing and whatnot.
The people cooking here are telling me yaoi series. The Get Backers was kind of yaoi.
Hang on.
Which one?
Bill?
The Get Backers. Have you ever?
Bobby gets it.
Pretty much all the stuff, like a lot of stuff y'all named, I pretty much own.
Yeah.
What are you saying is your top yaoi series?
I would say Black. What do you think, Bill? What do you think?
Gravitation is one of the very first yaois that I was introduced to. My friend, when I was back in 7th grade, introduced me to Gravitation. I first read the manga, then I found out about the anime. It's still one of my top favorites.
Gravitation doesn't have anything on, like, Sayuki or, even Black Butler. Like, let's be honest.
Black Butler, I have
fucking sold his soul. Told his soul to a demon. Okay? Let me tell you something. That little 9-year-old, however old he was, kid, going through fucking puberty with a servant who literally does anything and everything at his beck and call. Let's say, there's no way in hell he ain't getting some fucking bones. He's getting some shit there, like.
Dumb it down, baby!
Even if that little kid ain't, let's be honest, dude, when freaking, Sebastian, goes into, like, the, Undertaker's place, like, I mean, there's some shit going on there. And then, with
of course
Sebastian and Grell,
hey.
Sebastian and fucking Grell. Grell is literally in love with this man. Like, there is nothing that this man can do that doesn't turn Grell on.
You sure it ain't?
Every literal way.
Look at him!
I mean,
I took a wow.
That's on this bed right now.
I mean, literally everything Sebastian does. Sebastian can turn his head sideways to look at Ciel, and Grell gets a fucking boner.
I love these people. I love
getting that shit on the regular, okay? Grell is getting that shit.
Oh god!
Flag, okay?
Oh my god! We're just gasping for no reason, but ain't that a bitch?
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. Black Butler's also on my list.
Black Butler wins.
I'll give you that. I'm
with you. Black Butler.
That's that. And I think that's probably our last series.
Yeah, so it is.
Another one that I think should be mentioned is Free.
Free. I haven't watched Free yet.
Wait.
Seriously, it is just
Cena!
Happy, get over here!
Free is another one that I think should be mentioned as a yaoi. There is nothing mentioned as yaoi in it, but it is yaoi.
Which one?
Free does not. It does not count as yaoi.
Have you seen it? It's not an official yaoi, but there are
fan service for women. Now you talk about fan service for men and like everything like Fairy Tail, One Piece, and that. You've got all that TNA, tits and ass. Now Free, you've got all those muscles and everything that Ren's sister is talking about. You can't consider it as a yaoi. You have to consider it as a fan service for women.
What about have you seen Prince of Tennis yet?
Yes, Prince of Tennis.
Prince of Tennis is up there with Free, I think. It's probably one of the, isn't it one of the original, sports anime that came out?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll put it like this.
Diamond
was better than Ashio.
No Basket.
What, was it Eureka 7?
I'm sorry.
Eureka 7, but yeah.
Free is like the newest
You can't argue with me. You can't argue with me about women's fan service sports anime.
It's not going to be free.
Money Senpai, you probably can't argue with me about that.
Well, I'm not gonna try because basically, I'm only for males fan service, not female. I'm not spaced on that. I will admittedly say that I'm not qualified in that position.
Yeah, also
that department.
If you want any of this, I suggest that you actually do your research.
What's the soccer one? What's that soccer anime?
Excuse me. Okay, which anime did you guys pull up for sports anime?
Free.
They didn't pull it up for free. He didn't pull it up first. She pulled it up for Yaoi, but I mean, let's
we're gonna argue with sports. Okay,
have you ever seen it? Never.
If we're gonna argue sports, can we go with like the longest running manga series in sports? Like, this is only like a year younger than Dragon Ball itself. Hajime no Ippo with over 800 freaking chapters, and there's a reason it's been going that long, and it's got 3 anime series. It's
just finished the last series today.
There's only one series that I've seen that I like more than Hajime Ippo, and that's Ace of Diamond, and I think I'm particular to that because I don't know nearly enough about boxing, but I've actually done baseball, so I recognize that, so it's kind of a personal thing. But come on. Hajime no Ippo has some seriously lovable characters. Even if the most badass character in the gym is completely apeshit retarded, it's still one of the most lovable. It's got great comedic aspect. It's got good pacing. It draws you in like a sports series should. And let's face it, the fights are just phenomenal, especially once they get up to the world level. It's beyond badass. Now, if you don't mind, I am done with my piece, and I'm going to go back to my Vita shows and shoes.
Pretty much, it is fan service with panels.
Lick it, bitch. Lick it.
So,
thank you.
quite frankly,
I love these guys already. My God.
Okay, we're pretty much done for the night.
Everybody had to go eat.
I think everyone here kicked your ass with pretty much every anime. Like, let's be honest.
Okay. Hold on. I'm not putting it in like that. Basically, we have to counteract all the alcohol we've been drinking with actual food. I think you guys brought up some really interesting anime. I do like the final art for Bleach and some of the big reveals about Ichigo and Yachiru and Zaraki Kenpachi, but I mean, I guess there's a lot of nostalgia for some of the older series too. But I think that every series that we brought up in here has actually been a very well-established and lovable series, so I think everybody can easily admit to that.
Right.
So, yeah, that is kind of how I want to sign this off. But then again, we're not the judges of who won or lost here. Let the fans decide. So when you guys are listening to this,
that's right.
Whether it's on YouTube for the Fairy Tale Podcast or whether it's on the website and iTunes, you guys are on iTunes, aren't you?
We're definitely on iTunes.
Yeah, whether you're on iTunes or on their website, make sure to check out Shrine Time Entertainment, guys. This is Natsu Dragneel, and I'm saying thank you to everybody that participated. Go ahead, do your outro, dude.
And I'm Money Sid Pie once again. You know what I'm saying? I've had a great time with you guys, even though mostly, basically, I'm not going to say that, you got your dad, because I will not admit that. I never admit defeat. I'm like John Cena right now. But anyway, I had a great time with you guys nonetheless. But, you want to check out Fairy Tale Podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? These guys are amazing. They're an amazing crew, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And we've had
we just reached 2,000 followers on Twitter. So you know what that means. Starting on Monday, we have all of our biggest supporters, Crunchyroll, Funimation, the Fairy Tale Wiki, all jumping on board with us. And we encourage all of your listeners to do this too. We're going to be tweeting at Adult Swim with the hashtag Fairy Tale on Toonami.
We're going to definitely do that.
To get Fairy Tale on Toonami. And just for a personal stake, the main reason why I want to get it on Toonami, I made a bet with the director of the dub. If it gets on Toonami, he pays for my Natsu tattoo.
Oh, yes!
I read Fairy Tale tattoo, the same place that Natsu has it. So yeah, that's my secret inner necessity. But don't do it for me, guys. Do it because Fairy Tale is an amazing and awesome series, and it deserves much more attention than it's currently getting because it's just that awesome.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean,
that's what push that out there because I forgot. Yeah, we reached 2001 today. So it's official. We're going to do the hashtag Fairy Tale on Toonami. Again, guys, you can tweet at us, at Fairy Tale Cast, but most importantly, make sure you put at Adult Swim, hashtag Fairy Tale on Toonami. If you want to tag at Funimation, at Crunchyroll, or at Fairy Tale Wiki, tag those people too, because they're amazing and they have a crap ton of followers. Awesome. And just like Toonami itself, the social media revolution is what brought Toonami back into the fold to begin with. That's why it's back on Cartoon Network. That's why we've got all this amazingness going on that we can still talk about. So,
really awesome.
Yeah, definitely. You would be surprised how much one voice can start an avalanche.
I definitely agree. It's one of those things that we could definitely agree on. That's actually one anime we could all agree on. Fairy Tale for Toonami for the win. Fairy Tale for the win. You can also why don't you guys shout out how fans can find you on social media so they can start the revolution themselves.
There's so many ways. If you want to find us on Facebook, please visit and like our Facebook page, Fairy Tale Podcast. Facebook.com/Fairy Tale Podcast. Hey, if you're on Tumblr and you want to check out some of the weird pictures and interesting news and the translation for Hiro Mishima's tweets, make sure to follow us on Tumblr, fairytalepodcast.tumblr.com. Make sure to visit our website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com. And of course, if you want to find all of our episodes, make sure to jump onto YouTube and look up Fairy Tale Podcast on YouTube. I've already mentioned the Twitter. I think that's about all our social media. If you want to email us for any kind of information, try and recommend a con or have if you want us at a con, please talk to the con staff about that, but let them know to email us at fairytalepodcast@gmail.com.
That's it. See? These guys are amazing. I love these guys already.
That's everything we cover, I can be sure. There's always one thing I forget, man.
Yeah, well, hey, we can always cover up. That's why we have links. That's why we have social media to cover all this other stuff. Right. Meanwhile, on our side, you can also check us out on ShouneNentertainment.com. All in one place. News, articles, as well as editorials on my side of the side, on our side of the side, motif right here. You can also check out my Money Monday piece, which, by the way, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to do jointly if Richie will be so kind enough to help me with that. We're going to do a fairy tale piece and why it should be on Toonami. So we get the word out, because basically, like I said, I definitely would like to get this on Toonami as well, you know what I'm saying, to get the popularity to the mainstream anime fans themselves, to let them know that this is an anime to watch. And then also, you can also check us out on social media, as well as Facebook.com/ShouneNentertainment. You can also check us out on our Twitter at ShouneNent. We're reaching that 200 mark, so hopefully we're going to get our big Xbox PlayStation promotion going, so that you guys can be a part of that little promotion for us as well as you know, considering the fact you can check me out personally on my social media page at Money Senpai Official on my Tumblr. You can also check me out at Twitter at Money Senpai SCP. That's MONEYSENPAISCP. I'm also standing on their Twitter as well. I'm standing favorable only, and as well, I'm sometimes an asshole when I have to be. Mel, how can fans find you on social media?
Well, you can actually find me on Twitter. I am at Nico Dragon Neo. Of course, once again, Fairy Tale rules. I'm also on.
Rich is eating right now, so he can't really say much right now. He's pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie, that steak looks really damn good.
Yeah,
it was really damn good. You know why? Because it was cooked by Elfman.
Elfman. We have
if anybody in Fairy Tale can cook a steak, it's Elfman.
We have got to crash the party one of these days and get on that grub.
We gotta keep hanging out with you guys. Me, Darrell, and Elfman.
Well, I think we can officially announce this now. If you want to hook up with us, check us out at DragonCon. We'll be there covering as press.
See, that's official. It's official.
It's official. But yeah, did you just say you're the Fairy Tale ruler?
Did I say it was a Fairy Tale ruler?
No. Did she say? What did she say? I heard Fairy Tale and I heard rulers.
I was saying, me, Darrell, me, Ukami, and Elfman should all get together sometime and have a cook-off.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Hold on a second.
See what you done done, man? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay.
Oh, come on, Mommy.
I know. And I'm here with you.
You know me and Darrell can rock this.
I know. And the fact is, the reason why I'm laughing.
Here's the thing. While he's making his way in here, I guarantee you that no matter who does what dish, I think the winners are truly going to be the people that eat it.
Oh yes, we all win out of that.
So she said, her, Darrell, who was the other one on, and you should all get together and have a cook-off.
I would love that. Because actually, I would love to taste everybody's cooking.
We haven't even gotten started on the desserts yet. That was just the main meal.
Oh, y'all got desserts too?
Yeah. And case in point, we've actually made homemade Reptar bars.
What?
Yeah, from the Rugrats, Reptar bars.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. What dog do you have behind you? What kind of dog is that?
This is Leela. Leela! She's my husky bulldog.
Oh.
She's the size of black
She looks a lot like my Hanky the Bark Bite. He is an Australian and German Shepherd mix.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he is amazing. He's beautiful. If you want to check out any of that, he's been on a couple episodes, so check out some of our episodes on YouTube, I guess.
Ooh.
Have to.
But once again, we should try to do that. We should try to get together. Once again, you guys have definitely got to join us on our anniversary show that's coming up in June.
Awesome.
We can't wait for that. This is gonna be something awesome. You guys are amazing. You flipped your lid. You thought you flipped your lid the last 2 times these guys were on.
Well, yeah, we definitely gonna come on for your anniversary episode and reminisce about the time where we debated and kicked your butt.
Hey, I beg to differ, brother. I beg to differ on that.
Well,
But
you can beg and beg and beg all you want, but I mean, we're not gonna throw the win your way.
Oh, hey, he said win. Break win.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
But, I mean, regardless, we all had a blast.
Yeah, so did we all did.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun.
We're all friends at this juncture. Yeah, we debate about this stuff, but we all come through one constant. That's we love anime. Period.
Yep.
Anime manga.
Absolutely. We love every show that we talk about. And even some of the ones that I had to debate against, I still love those shows.
Same here.
I think there are some that are far superior.
Are we gonna have another debate up in here already?
No, we're not. I gotta wrap this up. We got shit to do.
Anyway, we gotta get up out of here. But the current for the casting crew for Rishi Roberts, aka Natsu, he's getting fired up. You know what I'm saying? Already, you know what I'm saying?
Fired up.
He's the guy that comes over with Fairy Tale Podcast for the crew there, as well as our crew here at Short Time Entertainment. I'm Buddy Senpai, and we're going to check you out next week, right here on Short Time Entertainment Podcast. Holla at your boy. Peace!
Right, let me do my outro real quick, for our show.
Go ahead.
Alright, guys, thank you for checking out this episode of the Fairy Tale Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Guys, if you want to hear more from the Shrine Time Entertainment guys, you know where to go. You heard all of it in the list that he gave. And, definitely make sure to check them out. They're awesome friends of ours, and we really appreciate them coming on and hanging out with us. And regardless of who won, we had a lot of fun. Let us know if you guys did too. It's really easy. Just click on that like button. Hit subscribe if you really enjoyed it. Check out some of our other stuff that we've got going on our playlist. And make sure to drop us a line on social media. And again, guys, don't forget all the stuff on Twitter. Really, really important, guys. And look forward to Volume 10 of the DVD Blu-ray coming out. And hey, just a couple more days until the next series of the Fairy Tale anime premieres in Japan, April 5th. Are you getting fired up?
Yes!
Woo! Yeah, that's it. So from everybody here at the Fairy Tale Podcast, we're saying, Wiener!